I'm on Letterboxd.
For me, it's a very active tool in my process, especially in development.
I'll tell my students on my Letterboxd, these are the films that I love.
For my first favorite film, American Honey, Andrea Arnold, I feel like I'm always using her as a reference for anything that I make. I rewatch it like every couple months and it still holds up. I just love Andrea Arnold, that film. I think my second would be Rebecca. I love a gothic romance. I feel like this is maybe like cheating, but I think Phantom Thread kind of goes hand in hand. I'm gonna say that's like those two are like tied for my second. My third top four would be Afterlife, the Koreeda film. Everything that he does is just like so heartbreaking but also so beautiful. My fourth favorite, I'm gonna go with Spirited Away.
How I love to use Letterboxd is to keep track of films that I want to see or keep track of my favorite films. I like put them in a category, and I teach as well. So like I'll tell my students on my Letterboxd, these are the films that I love. Pretty much categorize all these films. So my four favorite films are, of course, Do the Right Thing, The Harder They Come, The Warriors, and The Professional.
So I really love Michael Haneke's Amor, Once Upon a Time in Anatolia by Nuri Bilge Ceylan, and again another film of his, Clouds of May, and most films of Apichatapong. The Uncle Boon Me film, yeah. All the four films that I talked about, they gave me an experience that most other films didn't give me, and then that is why these filmmakers are so amazing, that they push the storytelling language and everything. That inspired me to do something like that and create something unique with my storytelling.
I've used actually Letterboxd to search a lot for collections while creating Sauna, because finding these lists of queer films to kind of also research and figure out what to be inspired of, and also figure out, is there any other films that have kind of a similar story as ours? I really use Letterboxd to do that. So for me, it's a very active tool in my process, especially in development. I want to share the four favorite films of mine. The first one is Rainer Werner Fassbinder's Angst ersten Seele auf. It's a really important film, also in the new queer cinema wave. My second favorite film is Romeo and Juliet. I actually have also, if I can show you, like a tattoo on my ribs that is saying star-crossed lovers never die, even with a spelling mistake on it, because I had it made when I was 18. The third favorite film of mine is M. Night Shyamalan's The Village. I think it's one of my favorite films because I showed it to my family, and after I showed them that film, they never trusted me again with my film recommendations. And the fourth favorite film of mine is Dogville by Lars von Trier. Danish director, I'm a Danish director. Dogville made a huge impression, and I love the way that the theater is brought into the cinema.